No, it ain't a pistol. It is a folding stock sub compact AirMaks Katran, and all my days, this thing is very, very nice indeed. Like anything coming out of the Czech Republic is. Decent solid barrel, decent accuracy, and good looks. Look at that thing. Awesome. Right, let me roll out some specs for you. Hi guys, this is Rack and Load with another airgun review. This is the Katran, or Katran, however you want to say it, the Sub Compact. This one is sub 12 in 177. Overall length is 780 millimeters. Folded length is 535 millimeters, weighing in at 2.3 kilos. Available in 177 and 22. I think you can get them in... No, in fact, it's just available in 177 and 22. And 25 caliber as well. Barrel length on this one is 280 millimeters. Air cylinder capacity, or should I say fill pressure, is 300 bar. They take a magazine. In fact, what have I done with the magazine? I need to grab the magazine. I'll show you that. Shot capacity with the 177 is 18 shots. In the 22, it is 16 shots, and in the 25 cal, 14 shots. Manual safety catch, 2-stage trigger, blah. That's pretty much it for your specs. Now, what do you think of this little thing then? Isn't it very, very good looking? Yeah, I think so. I dropped this immersive optics prism scope on there just to keep this thing ultra lightweight. And do you know what? What's amazed me with this thing, with that real short barrel, and it is real short, this thing is pretty damn accurate considering the length of the barrel. Pretty damn accurate. Right, before we get into that, let's have a walk around it then. So very minimalistic rear stock there, folder, as you can see, all on a aluminium sort of skeletonized frame there. You've got like a rubberized stock pad there, slightly adjustable ambidextrous cheek piece there. You can put the magazines in these slots here if I get it. I'll put them the right way around. No, hang on, stand by. There we go. So you've got storage for magazines in the rear stock there. That's cool. Room for 2. So really like that. Like I said, it's a folder, which is really cool. I mean, this thing's small enough anyway, but a real tough looking locking mechanism there. Oh, sorry guys, I just bashed my camera. So yeah, real tough, solid hinge there. AR-15 style beaver tail pistol grip there. These are a little bit sort of right-handed because you've got more of a swell on that side there. It makes no difference. I mean, I was shooting it left-handed, it made no difference. In fact, that bit actually acts as a bit of a thumb rest for a lefty. So it's really comfortable to shoot. The triggers on these are really nice. I love the blades on them. Excellent triggers. All solid construction. The cocking lever is really, really nice as well. You can swap it around to the other side if you want. I don't know whether that would actually inflict with the... Oh no, I was going to say, if you swap the cocking lever the other way around, would it be in the way of the folded stock? It doesn't look like it would, to be fair. Cocking lever is pretty damn solid. I've just cocked that now. There's literally zero wiggle on that. Zero wiggle. Let's put that on safety now. Now I've cocked it. Yeah, nice cocking lever. For Picatinny rail, as you can see, I don't think there's any MOA built into that. And then you've got the quality CZ barrel that you've come to expect from AirMaks. Really, really nice, accurate barrel, slightly shrouded there, good and solid. With this being a short barrel, I found it quite loud. That's why I ran a little Hug It mod on it, just to keep things quiet. Air cylinder, and you've got your manometer there, and then you've got the metal, it's got key mod, which is unusual, but a metal handguard here with key mod. I mean, I think if you're listening, AirMaks, change that to M-lock. Everyone's going M-lock. You know, I don't actually think I've ever seen any key mod accessories on the market for the last 10 years myself. But yeah, go M-lock on there. I mean, is that M-lock? Maybe that's M-lock as well. It doesn't look like it to me. I know it doesn't sort of lengthwise. I'm just looking at whether you can sort of get in there. I don't think it is. Yeah, get some M-locks. Just 3 M-lock slots on there will be better than that key mod that nobody uses. Bit of Picatinny rail underneath, like I said. I mean, there ain't a lot else to really talk about. There's your access if you need to get into the guts rather of this rifle. Not that you would, but if ever you had a problem, dead easy to work on. You just, you know, there's just a few screws there, and then the whole side comes off to, you know, to reveal all the bits and pieces going on in there. Humour air regulated. Although it is regulated, I did notice it drop off. It's quite interesting actually. In fact, we'll jump into accuracy. So accuracy wise, this thing did really, really well. I mean, I would have been happy just to have got the shots within that solid black line. That, you know, I would have been impressed with that at 30 yards. But these things were virtually not far off one ragged whole group, should I say. So H&M Field Target trophies were first up, 8.64 grain. This is how they went on. Finger is there for scale. Decent. Norma Field Target trophy heavies. Very, very good pellet. I am a big fan of these things. These did all right. .1 grain. Slightly heavy. A little bit more drop on them. Next up were the QYS. 8.48 grain. These ones are, again, raggedy sort of hole there. Now this is where it dropped off on these. So there were, I noticed on, after this group here, they started dropping off, and I could tell by the sound. And then that one, I thought, right, time to fill up. Filled up, and then I did another 3-shot group right there. Okay, and then that's where it went. That, I mean, that's a decent group. Look at that. I mean, for a barrel that long, you kidding me or what? So JSB Hades, the 10.34 grain. These were next. Now, obviously, these are going to drop off a little bit, but pretty decent results because of the weight. One whole group there. Nice. JSB Exacts were next up, 8.44 grain. Decent accuracy. Amazing, really. Amazing. And then, where did we go then? We were starting to drop off again after that. So it doesn't take many shots. I started to notice it drop. And it was about here where I noticed him drop off. And then we went on to the RWS Superdomes, good classic pellet. So I filled up again, and this is where these landed. Okay, and then last but not least, it was Air Arms Diablo Field, 8.4 grain. Again, decent. Sorry guys, I'm miles away from the camera. decent accuracy. Given the length of that barrel, you know, that is decent. That is really, really good accuracy. I was super impressed. The magazines, excellent magazines from AirMaks. I think it's a standard magazine all the way along their sort of models. Really good. You just basically drop one in, turn it, drop one in, turn it until you're full. That's it. I've never had a problem with one of these magazines. Aluminium in construction, obviously that bit is polymer, but real decent mags. In the box, you do get a solid hard case, which is nice. I won't get it out. I mean, it's just a... All right, I will. I'll show you the case. That's it. Just, you know, like a standard hard case. You get your probe. You get this little sack thing here with a probe in and a magazine. You only get one magazine. You do get a couple of extra, or should I say spare O-rings for the probe. So that's nice to always have them. I'm putting stuff away as I do this. We've got a bit of a result here. This is from the QC controller, I guess. 11.55 foot-pounds by the looks of it, using JSB heavies. So that's nice. The manual, it's not so much a manual, it's more of a fold-out thing. It'd be nice to have a proper booklet, which would be nice, but it shows their models here. You've seen a few models here on the channel. A little exploded diagram, and there's your specs there. A few sort of accessories that you can get. I mean, decent quality rifle. Like I say, I love the AirMaks. I've never had a problem with any of them. I think they are great rifles. Let's move the pellets out of the way. So yeah, back to accuracy. Super accurate, given the length of that barrel. I mean, look, come on now. The barrel is just a little bit longer than my hand. Screw cut, like I said, as you can see in the footage. I was running a little Hugget sound mod on there, so 1/2 inch UNF on the thread. This thing is cocked. Shall we pull the trigger? Let's give the trigger a pull. We'll give it away for you trigger snobs. This will be loud, so be aware. If your speakers are at maximum level, I'm about to blow them with this. Safety off. Let's give it a pull. 2-stage trigger, beautiful trigger. Ooh, Jesus. Oh, that's made me earring. 8.6 ounces on the trigger pull. That is a nice trigger. I've got to remind myself, and I've got to blow some dust off the rack table, so I'm killing 2 birds here. Oh yeah, flipping at that has got some poke. That is such a cool, it's such a powerful little compact unit. There's your safety catch there. It's a decent safety catch, to be fair. It's not, there's nothing sort of bad about it. It's metal as well, although this one does feel a little loose. It probably doesn't need to tighten up. That's the magnet there, just in case you're wondering, for your folded stock. So let's just demonstrate there. So that obviously touches that. And there's your magnet there that holds it all together. Look at that, that would go in a backpack. You know, what a cool little gun. Cool little gun. Let's fold that out. So yeah, like all the AirMaks so far that I've had here on the channel, super impressed with it. Highly recommended. That's your filler area there for refueling. And if you're shooting a lot, you will be refueling this thing a lot, because that shot count ain't massive, but it's understandable given the size of that cylinder. So, But there you go, guys. I can highly recommend the Katran Sub Compact. Wonder what it'd be like in 2.2. Would it be very accurate in 2.2? I wonder with that short barrel. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe I'll try and get my hands on one and find out. But anyway, for now, thank you for watching. That is your rack and load review of the AirMaks Katran Sub Compact. Highly recommended. Stay subbed, stay tuned for more videos. Loads of airgun content coming up, loads of firearms content coming up, and quite a bit of shotgun stuff coming up as well. That's on the horizon. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. That is Rack and Load. See ya.